this Betfair Exchange Old Borough Cup. They lead the stalls. Knights with a little bit sleepy. Lincoln Rockstar also a little bit slow away. But on the inside, Brzezinski it is who is the early one. Most of those drawn high are being restrained, the exceptions being Law of the Sea and Divine Comedy. They sweep up on the outside of Brzezinski as they pass the winning line for the first time. Waxing Gibbous in fourth, Knightswood races in fifth place ahead of one for the gutter, and then Kalaiser as they begin to string out. Pace is reasonable enough early on, with Dancing in Paris getting into that midfield position. Of course, with a white face and socks on the inside of Epic Poet as they make the turn away. They're followed by Yukon Glen just ahead of the Goat. No Say Ever is in that rear group in company as well with If Not Now, and the back markers who are Lincoln Rockstar and Grand Alliance. So once again they've 15 lengths behind the pace here as they are stringing out into the back straight. Law of the Sea leads Divine Comedy by a length. Brzezinski races in third place, Waxing Gibbous in the light green, 2 lengths to Knightswood, who is in fifth place. One for the gutter races on the outside of Kalaiser. They are both in midfield, followed by Dancing in Paris. It's on the inside of Epic Poet, Yukon Glen and the Goat. Right at the back, Grand Alliance is 3 lengths off the back end, with Lincoln Rockstar also towards the rear, If Not Now as well, and they're just preceded by No Say Ever. So this is where they just cut across and head back towards the inside rail. And once again, around about 13-second furlongs, as in our previous race. Law of the Sea it is who leads Divine Comedy in the red and blue colours, Waxing Gibbous light green on the outside of Brzezinski in the orange. Knightswood in the hooped colours races in fifth place, just ahead of Kalaiser, who is in sixth on the inside of one for the gutter. Then Dancing in Paris on the inside of Epic Poet with the Goat and Yukon Glen. No Say Ever, If Not Now. Lincoln Rockstar pushed along one from the back, and the back marker remains Grand Alliance under treble seeking William Buick as Law of the Sea and Divine Comedy lead the turn out of the back straight, and we're inside the final 3/4 of a mile of the Old Borough Cup. Brzezinski third, Waxing Gibbous in fourth, Knightswood clear of traffic this afternoon so far in fifth ahead of one for the gutter. Then behind these is Kalaiser, Epic Poet a little closer than normal as well in pale blue on the outside of Dancing in Paris. Then the Goat, Yukon Glen as they turn in. No Say Ever, Lincoln Rockstar, If Not Now, have to get moving, and then Grand Alliance at the back, half a mile to travel, and out in the lead Law of the Sea with Divine Comedy. Brzezinski comes off the bridle quickly as Waxing Gibbous goes past. Then Knightswood, Kalaiser comes next, one for the gutter as they cluster up with Dancing in Paris. Epic Poet making good ground, pale blue colours gradually angling towards the outside. Then Yukon Glen and the Goat as they make their way now down with 2 furlongs to travel. Out in the lead Waxing Gibbous, Knightswood on the left hand side towards the inside Divine Comedy. Kalaiser comes next with Dancing in Paris. Epic Poet now begins to chime in down the outside. Waxing Gibbous, Epic Poet out in time this afternoon with every chance. Then Dancing in Paris, Waxing Gibbous, Holly Doyle on the outside, Epic Poet, Daddy Tudhope. The Old Borough Cup is between the pair as they pull clear. Epic Poet, Waxing Gibbous sticking to the task on the inside, but it's Epic Poet, his day this afternoon, his valuable handicap, beating into second place Waxing Gibbous. Dancing in Paris third, Knightswood fourth, Kalaiser one for the gutter, Yukon Glen, Divine Comedy, Lincoln Rockstar, If Not Now, the Goat, Law of the Sea, No Say Ever, all the way back to Brzezinski and Grand Alliance. Epic Poet, who's run so well in big handicaps, got impeded by the faller in the Ebor, and here he was sat a little closer. Fair play to Waxing Gibbous, would not lie down on the inside, close to a solid pace, and the emphatic clear, you can see how far clear they were of Dancing in Paris, who in turn was clear of the fourth placed horse, who when he comes into shot will be Knightswood ahead of one for the gutter, and I think Kalaiser was the other one that was involved. Success for Epic Poet, the son of Lope de Vega. Danny Tudhope, David Omar.
Fourth in the Ebor, first today. And when you pick up the replay, Jason, he comes to grab Waxing Gibbous, and then it's a question, will he stay?
And he certainly has, because I feel that she's really dug in as well. You know, with a featherweight of 8 stone 2 on her back, she was not for stopping, that is for sure, but he has found enough, found the required amount.
And I think it was nice to see him really engaging in a battle and coming out on top, because he hasn't won since his French days for quite a long time, but he's been consistent at the top level. But here he really locked horns with Waxing Gibbous, and he was prepared to engage and put his head down and really fight well and get the job done. But to keep running at the highest level, well, in these competitive handicaps at a high level, it's impressive that he's now been able to see it out really toughly.
Chasemore Farm Green on the right, who are having a good run of things, but this time it's the Akela Thoroughbreds Limited blue of Epic Poet, winning the Betfair Exchange Old Borough Cup for David O'Mara and jockey Danny Tudhope.
Yeah, Danny Tudhope on board, and saw this trip out well, Danny.
Yeah, listen, he's a good horse, you know, he deserves this. He's ran some solid races this summer, been a bit unlucky. Yeah, he's proven his right, you know, he's a decent horse, so delighted for owners, you know, to land this one again. You know, we won this before a few years ago, so it's a great result.
And tactically, what was your plan going out there?
He doesn't do anything quick, this horse, you know, he's trying to be as handy as you can on him, really, but he's trying to get him there to do that, you know, he's just a big slow boat, really, but he's talented, and, you know, I was following Ryan through and had a good trip around, and he saw the trip out well.
Yeah. He got his day in the sun today, well done.
Yeah, well done, thanks.
And again today, the sponsors knew, because Betfair and Paddy Power only went 100 to 30. Epic Poet, you could have got 6 to 1 with Hills, 11 to 2 elsewhere, and 11 to 2 SP on the winner. We've talked about the second. Dancing in Paris, the big gamble of the race, was third at 7 to 2. And well done to the owners, Akela Thoroughbreds. Right, lots still come this afternoon. Kempton are going to join the party, the September Stakes, and the highlights still to come. The Sprint Cup at 3:35.
We're into the final bend of the